fabulous
Hi.
Other action figures each sold separately. From
Record the purr.
Jenny, get the door. It must be Cousin Willie. Okay. Hi. What's up?
The following video is rated R and is intended for an adult audience. So if you're under 18, take a fucking hike, eh? As this video may contain adult themes and situations, strong language and opinions, good and bad advice, cannabis cultivation and consumption. So as long as you're a responsible adult, kick back, spark one up, and enjoy the show.
And Queen works only occasionally.
It's gone.
Hi. Why, yes, I am very fucking late, but we're almost on time for 420 here in BC. We got 7 minutes until 420. Do I have the browser? Let's pull up the 420 clock. I've got a 420 clock right here. Oh, she's small there. There, I don't need most of that information.
You can go just in the lower left or upper left.
Yeah.
No, your upper left has your thingy there.
Yeah, we're gonna stuff it down here in the bottom corner, I think, for now. There we go.
See, I can read that fine, but you probably need your glasses.
I see British Columbia, Phoenix, Calgary.
Good.
Something else?
But that
I
is
had to get
weirdly
close.
still a range where you have to like...
To be fair, how small that is, the words start kind of getting a bit funky monkey there. Anyway, cheers, everybody. I'm drinking from my fish mug, so you can't tell, but I'm drinking wonderful coffee.
I'm a very full kitty.
He's a fish. What a weird
Very
cup.
full kitten.
Yeah, this cat just ate a whole bunch of wet food, and her belly is tight. She's got like...
Yep.
Are you gut loaded? Aw, I've never seen her do that.
I have.
She chewed on you a little bit. Aw, what a cute, cute, cute little thing. Oh,
Okay.
I am not minus
wanna go
3
explore?
dabs. I reject that.
Okay.
How
I
y'all
mainly
doing
want to
in
let you go
chat?
so I can have a dab.
How y'all doing in chat, by the way? We got 6 minutes. I don't know if you can wait 6 minutes for the 420. You don't have
No,
to.
I'm going to have...
You can just have a dab right frickin' now. Check this out, though. This is the Frank, the helmet head, the wedding cake that I blasted. Look at this, though. I know it's kind of hard to tell, but it has started to sugar up. Sugaring up is basically, it's forming its own mini diamonds. It's actually crashing out a little bit. Canna.
That's not canon.
It's the kitten. Can you stop her when you're done your dab? This stuff kicks my ass. I actually have minor cough fits off of it. It's delicious. It tastes really good. I wish I didn't have cough fits like that off of it. Woo.
She's already done.
Good.
Oh my god, that's cold. No.
Oh, you touched the fucking floor without your
No,
pad?
I touched your friggin' desk.
Oh. Okay, careful with your moving. There's a cat running underneath you.
Move your foot.
Ah, there you go. Sorry, I'm wearing... I know.
Gumboots.
Where's the cat? Cat, I wish you'd get out of here when we're seshing, to be honest. You're really cute, and I love you.
Well, she's mostly stays up there and I watch her
Yeah, I know.
do her thing. So
I'm
you
just
don't have anything
scared.
there?
I'm just scared of rolling over her. That's my fear, and I have a hard time relaxing when I'm scared of rolling over my little kitty all the time.
Yep. It's 7:13 in Massachusetts, then that's 3 minutes past 7:10 for me.
7:18 or 13, honey.
I know, but I'm saying it's 3 minutes past 7:10.
Oh. Oh,
That's
7:10. Sorry, I thought you were talking about the 420.
Well, it's 13, not 18.
I know, that's what I said. I heard you.
Oh! Oh, that's what you meant for 8 minutes. Oh, okay. We had it the wrong way.
Yeah. Dyslexic.
I'm not dyslexic.
I am.
So I understand that, but weirdly, your brain
4
dysfunction
minutes.
is on the other side of my brain dysfunction.
Yep.
Technically, like, with different hemispheres.
That's cool, that's cool.
I just remember looking at what your side is on versus what my side is on. Just because your head is a little weird where it, like, skips through the halls or something. I don't know how to explain it. Mine is it runs through the halls.
516 in New Mexico.
And you, like, skip through the halls of your brain.
Yep, I do.
Oh, wrong.
All right, I'm gonna get prepared. We got 3 minutes, folks. I'm Ledexic too. Nice. It's funny how I could like read that instantly. Bunny screaming ahead with 2 dabs.
I only had like 2-ish dabs yesterday though, but yesterday I felt kind of weird.
Yeah, you weren't taking dabs yesterday, were you?
No. I was hungover.
Yeah, she had like 2 drinks the night before and was like totally okay, sorry, 3 little drinks. And they were little drinks. And she was totally hungover the next
for
day.
the last probably 3 to 6 months though.
Yeah, it's been a while since you've had anything to drink. She buys these sourpuss and stuff. It's like 14 and 16%. It's not even very high percentiles.
It's a
and
shot
she has
of
these little shot
sourpuss and blue curacao.
Yeah, and both of them are under 20%. So they are small shots. They aren't exactly like 40% or higher shots. They're not your standard liquors.
No, I can't do that.
I still can't. I don't like them. But it was just funny that you hadn't drank it in so long. You had a little drink and you got a fucking hangover from it.
I got a hangover in the same day.
418, baby.
But I did have a bath, and for me, it doesn't always make me more drunk. It actually makes me sweat out that alcohol, and then I'm like sober. So different bodies. Now your body's sensitive to dairy. I'm like having a little hee.
Yeah,
sorry.
I think I've become
feel like a little sorry, but I've had to
I
deal
think
with
I've become lactose intolerant, which kind of sucks.
Okay, you know what? I'm just gonna go and grab Q-tips. I need to deal with that. I
It's
have
420.
Q-tips.
Walking away for 420.
I know, but I had 2 dabs.
All right, we live in 420. What do we care? 20 seconds. I can't go that early. Yeah, it's always 420 where I am. Yeah, pretty much, man. We live in a perpetual 420 here. There we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh man, I'm smoking on the CANNABEARD G's. She's getting low. I'm getting low on it. But it's just so good. It's been such a good staple. It's a good flavor.
It's adorable hearing the tiny little kitten pitter pats. Because I tried to put her somewhere else, and then as I walk away, I hear.
What's my nectar collector called? This is called a Dab Blaster, and if you look carefully, it's got my face on it.
That made me warm again.
Kind of like that, whatever. Anyway, and it's got a bunny on the other side. See, Canna Bunny, it's her sticker. At any rate, these are called Dab Blasters. You can look them up on, I believe, dabblaster.ca, or, to guarantee the right directory, hotdogholder.com. I know, it's a weird fucking URL, but it's correct. Hotdogholder, all one word, .com. My boy sells these things. Use my code, CANNABEARD, for a discount. He's backed up right now, but he will have new ones for sale, like, in the next week or something, I would assume. But that's where they come from.
Do you put any plants in the ground? I don't think so. We usually put them in pots.
We have a garden. We have a soil
put
garden.
Plants in the ground, but not cannabis plants.
Yeah, I didn't put cannabis. I don't put cannabis plants in the ground. No. What I do is I get like a 30-gallon pot and I fill it full of soil and I plant a plant in that 30-gallon. So it's got like a gigantic soil bed to work from. But yeah, I use 30-gallon pots for my outdoors and indoor greenhouse. Did you guys know? This is an interesting fact. In Canada, if your greenhouse is a permanent structure, if it is affixed to the ground, it's classified as indoor growing. You should be aware of that.
Can I play games after we're done?
You can do whatever you want, honey.
I wanted to get back to ARC because I wasn't on a roll, but now I'm like liking the server.
Tonight's movie night, so I can play ARC with you.
I was gonna say I wanted to play games.
Well, that's what I'm saying. You can do whatever you want.
Is there any challenging game that we just didn't do that you want? That was a dirty boy.
Probably. Actually, you know what? That new map came out today.
What?
Is it today or tomorrow?
No, it's the 7th. Close.
The 7th?
Wasn't it?
It's the 12th now.
Oh, I don't remember what day it comes out.
Well, the reason I think it came out today... Hold on a
I
second.
have a few dates in my head for different things.
New ARC map. Release date Fjordjurger. Today.
Oh.
Today.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
So
today.
you are right.
So I was right. Yeah, today was the new fucking... Right on. So we'll check it out. Just
Now
let
I'm
everyone know.
really
We'll
gonna-
check it out tonight. We'll take a look at the new map and stuff. And we'll find a good server. And we won't start on that new server. And we'll do some Twitch streams of it soon.
No, we're probably not going to do new server. I like to actually, like, at least just get a dragon. I'm still having a hard time doing that because I don't think I like the server I'm on. I think I like the other server, but the other server was weird and had glowing animals everywhere. So I'm like, I think they customized it and tampered with it.
Yeah, they do that a lot. You gotta be careful with servers sometimes.
So I'm still looking.
We'll look into it. All right, let me go back to the live stream here so I can see chat again. There we
I
go.
want to move my plants outside and put it in the earth at the farm and wondering how to feed them and if it's any different.
I would consider that more... Think about this, okay? When you have a container, your roots kind of hit the wall and then create sort of a root bucket, if you will. They create they stop at the wall and collect along the wall, and then you have sort of like this thick... You've torn apart root balls when you've taken them out of a pot. There's almost a shield of roots around the soil now, right? So when you're feeding in a pot like that, the nutrients generally stay in the pot. They will wash out a little bit.
You can almost see that in the compost beside my garden.
Yeah, they'll wash out a little bit, but when you're planting directly into the soil like that, there's nothing stopping the roots from growing 20 feet into the soil.
Yep.
There's nothing stopping any of those nutrients from spreading 5 feet away from the plant, other than, water drainage and stuff like that. So I feel that the only real consideration is that it might be a little bit more, you might have to feed them a little heavier in the wild, like in the actual soil.
Yep.
That would be my only maybe thing to say. And I don't know that to be a fact, but that's an educated guess. Because I don't know. I've never actually grown cannabis. That's a lie. I haven't grown cannabis in soil since I was a teenager. How about that?
They like to play hide and seek and it's kind of cute. But I would be careful of your chair. Just because I don't know if she's in here or not.
About 2 for me, so by 3 I won't know what it is. Well, let's have a big fat dab for everybody in chat that can't smoke a dab right now. I don't know if that's like teasing you guys that can't smoke dab, or if it's like a cheers mate, I'll have one for you. But cheers for everybody that's at work camps and stuff and that can't just smoke any right now.
Oh, there's my favorite dab.
Oh. Oh yeah, baby. So to give you guys some explanation of why we're having such a late sesh today. That's probably almost cold, but you're probably good. Just do it.
I'm having a CBD dab. I don't want to miss that.
Yeah, I think you missed it, to be honest. It feels a little yeah, it's a little light. What the hell was I just saying? Oh, why we're late today. I'll explain why we're late today. I had a rough morning. I had a really rough sleep last night. This new medication I'm taking is making me night sweat like a son of a bitch. And I might actually have to swap out this medication because I can't handle night sweats. I'm already having enough problems with sleeping. I don't need to add night sweats to it. That's just no bueno. And that is a side effect.
Is that why while I was gaming, I came in and snuggled and you're like, too warm?
Oh, probably.
That's the only thing I remember you saying is something in too warm.
Yeah, I've been overheating at nighttime. Anyway, we will, I'll look into that, but last night I woke up early in the morning and I had a fucking bath, and then I got kind of a little sick, a little ill for a bit, and I went back to bed, and I managed to actually pass back out for a couple hours, and I woke up to Canna, who apparently was hungry, but he was just being very cuddly and just crawling all over me, orbiting me and trying to get some cuddles in and rubbing in my beard like he always does. And so I finally got him to cuddle with me instead of just fucking spinning around like a crazy maniac. And then I passed back out again. And that was at noon. And I was like, fuck, I'm gonna miss session. And I'm like, I don't feel good. I don't care. So I put a little post on the Discord that told everybody I wasn't feeling very well, and that I was gonna have a late session or something. I was gonna skip it or late it. I have an AC in the. It's not very hot in the room. It's not about the heat necessarily yet. It's gonna be about the heat, and we will crank the AC soon enough. You do not worry. But it's the new medication. I'm getting neck and shoulder sweats under my beard. My neck and my shoulders are just sweating like a storm from this new medication I'm on, and I don't know if I'm like it. And it is actually on the list of fucking side effects is night sweats, and I'm like, fuck. So I'm gonna try something different.
I went through that with mine, but it wasn't for paint. So I kind of know what that feels like.
I dig holes in my yard and fill them with potting soil, so the plants that I start with, and they come out great. Yes, that's actually a suggestion that I probably should have suggested. You live, honey?
Yes.
Okay. I'm gonna give you a dab count. Yeah, absolutely. If you can put some of your own good soil, some super soil, maybe a little bit of pre-packed soil or something, or pre-nutriented soil a little bit, something like that. Get a little bit of fertilizers in there, or if you're just using regular, like a pro mix, an inert pro mix or something, get some fertilizers in there. Throw a whole bag of worm castings or something in that mix, and then mix all of that. Put some of the earth that's there. This is my suggestion. Put like 20%, 30% of the earth that was already there, that you were taking out, and then mix the rest of it in with some potting soil, super soil, a little bit of fertilizer, whatever you want. Don't go too heavy, but... And then, I would suggest, though, not putting much fertilizer right around babies. So if you're transplanting, or if you're starting in a new thing and you're going to grow them up a little bit, quite often I will dig a little more than I need and then put like potting soil in there and sort of like establish it in potting soil so that it kind of can start its fucking root movement into potting soil and then into the nutrient dense stuff, so that it's not like directly just going into that, because super soil's hot, man. Super soil fucking stresses the shit out of a plant sometimes when it first starts trying to get its roots established. That's why when I say, whenever I talk about super soil and my autoflowers,
Yes.
whenever I talk about super soil and my autoflowers,
This is why I usually have a ponytail.
I mix autoflowers, my soil, probably 30 or 40% super soil and the rest regular soil. And maybe a little bit of worm castings. But super soil's too much for an autoflower straight up. At the very least, 50-50. Baby. Holy crap, your neck is glistening. You're total. You got the dab sweats big time off that.
That's why I know. I'm like,
woo!
ooh.
Woo! Yeah. What do we got? There we go. We'll just give the alert. She's not a bitch lung. She ain't coughing like shit, but she's got the dab sweats, baby. That's a new emoji we need. We need the dab sweats up there, dripping. Some
Like,
some
if
dripping.
someone can, like, help think of something for dab sweats, because it happens about every episode.
Yeah. Because we got a couple of the classics. We got the iron lungs, which is usually her. We got the bitch lungs. It's usually me. We can call in the dab bee.
Bill just gave the freak show. With the freak show, you gave him outdoors, and his clones are inside.
Ooh.
Check it out
Yeah.
when you can.
Yeah, I will check it out. I checked out one of his other episodes, but I haven't seen today's. I do know that he does it on Sundays. Me and him had a talk a long time ago because we were going live. He was posting his video, and I was going live at the exact same time. And I was like, oh. And I'm like, I'll move, or could you move? One of us has got to budge here. I don't want to step on either of our toes. I said, if you go after me, I'll plug you. You know what I mean? Or you know what I mean? I'll say, hey, go check out Bill Ward. And I did, and I kind of forgot for a while. But I used to do that. I used to plug him after my episodes, say, go check it out. Today it was before me, but that was my fault.
How would you manage insects environment like that? You would get predatory insects.
Now, that's actually a problem. Outdoor,
probably other things too.
Outdoor is harder to contain your predatory. It's almost like wasting your money, buying a whole bunch of, like, ladybugs and letting them go in your yard. Because they'll just fly around the neighborhood, man. They're gonna, I mean, they'll help. Don't get me wrong. They'll stick close to wherever the pests are, but
you have to
they're
start
not
getting
contained.
plants that they would actually like to host to.
Yeah, that's another option.
Because I had a few plants, and I all of a sudden had a spring of, like, dragonflies in our second year that we never had in our first year.
Yeah.
They were in the neighborhood, but they didn't stay. And then I had dill, and then I had ladybugs all up in my garden.
Yeah, yeah, but outdoor pests can be a bit different to control. There's a couple of good methods that you can use, some sprays that are organic friendly, okay?
Yep. I think that's
I made my own bug spray one year. Bunny fucking hated it. She's making a funny face right off the bat. She hated that jar, but it worked. It was, what the fuck was it? It was tomato leaves, garlic, cayenne.
Pepper. Some kind of pepper leaves or tomato leaves.
Tomato leaves. Yeah, there was tomato leaves, garlic, cayenne powder, and what else did I put in there? There was like one other thing I put in there. I'm trying to remember what the hell it was. Yeah, and then you take this liquid, you put it in the fucking sun in a jar and let it ferment and sit out and, like, make a tea out of it outside and let it really fucking cook in there and go funky monkey for a day or two in the sun.
I had to
Then
tell
you
him whenever
strain
he
it
does
all
that
off.
to let me know so I can just go stay in my room.
She didn't like the yard. The whole yard stunk like a
No, you opened
And then you
it
put
in
a
the
little
kitchen.
bit. Yeah, you put a little bit of dish soap. And a little bit of dish soap mixed in with your sprayers. And then shake the fuck out of it. That'll emulsify all the
Let it
things
out in the kitchen.
and allow it to stick to things. Soap will dry out bugs' wings and carapace. I think I'm saying that right. But soap itself is not an insecticide. It won't do much. It'll maybe piss off and annoy, maybe kill one or two. But it's not, hey, welcome aboard, Tim. But the reality is, you need something that they don't fucking like on the plant that's not going to harm the plant. And I'll tell you right now, tomato leaves are an insecticide. Garlic, most bugs don't like garlic. A lot of shit don't like garlic. And a little bit of cayenne pepper. Now, you can only spray this stuff in veg. You cannot spray this shit during flower. Like most pesticide-y, even organic-y pesticides. There's neem oil stuff. There's this, that, the other. You can do a bunch of stuff. Neem oil smells like garlic, too. There's a bunch of weird shit that you can get that's organic. There's
I gotta wait for payday for flowers.
I want to say sunflower oil or something, or some.
I think he had neem oil in there.
Yeah, there was some type of an oil of some
That's
type
something
of
that
plant, some flower they don't like.
that spilled in the kitchen, and then it was on my...
You're talking about my homemade stuff.
No, it was the neem oil because the bottle was down.
Greasy. That's like garlic stuff. It smells like garlic, kind of.
It didn't actually smell, so maybe it smelled only for a bit, because it didn't smell like anything, but it was on the ground, and it was on my wooden shoe, so I was like, scrub, 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 scrub. Ah!
So all of those above are what I generally use on my outdoor, because I try to grow as organically as I possibly can. I don't want to start throwing like harsh chemicals on the plant that I've been babying organically this whole time. I got like organic no-till beds going on for most of my plants, so I don't want to fuck that balance up, right? But I do have, I have had problems in the past where I saw a massive aphid infestation on one of my plants, and I got rid of it overnight, but I went to a thing called a Safer bug spray. It was made from chrysanthemum flower oil and something else. It's not 100% organic, but it fucking works.
I've heard of the chrysanthemum, but that's just because I looked up about things, and it's like, if you can do all this
It's
stuff
not
to
a
make
pesticide.
oil, it's like...
It's very vegetable safe, it says right on it. It's vegetable safe spray. But I don't use that stuff normally. It was a liquid that I put in emulsify soap water, spray it on shit. But it's not something I would normally use. I normally try to go homemade as possible. I don't homemade. Actually, maybe I'll do that again this year. Maybe I'll make another batch of it. Well,
I'm gonna go hide in my room.
see, here's the problem. This time 2 years ago, we already had fucking plants everywhere growing. It was a great year for growth. This year it's been rain, 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 rain. My tomatoes are this fucking tall right now. It's almost fucking summer, and my tomatoes are like less than a foot tall. I'm in trouble.
There's a few things weirdly in my garden that are doing great. I have this stuff that's called glowage that apparently tastes like celery.
Oh yeah, I love it, Jeff.
And it's almost as tall as I am. I'm not very tall though, granted.
Hey, look at that. I tied you.
Because I had like 3 dabs in one.
That's what happens to me quite often. Is I'll have a big dab or something, or a hot dab, and
I'm fine now.
I'll choke up, and then you'll have 3 dabs ahead of me.
Yes. Yeah, that's like 3 dabs in one though. I definitely can feel like the CBD, but just get off of me.
No.
Ew, ew, ew.
Careful. Outdoor is definitely a lot more hassle to grow in, for sure. Another thing you need to consider too is if you have a lot of tree coverage around you, you're going to get a lot of pollen and a lot of tree dander on your fucking cannabis plants, and you better fucking believe that shit sticks to fucking
cannabis is just sticky.
Sticks to the fucking cannabis, yeah, because she's sticky, especially to your buds and stuff, right? Alaska Fit, I got that stuff. That stuff's terrible smelling, but it works. Why is my camera blurry? Because you need to refresh and you're in a low resolution. That's my guess.
I don't.
Refresh your page, you might be in a low resolution. I don't think my camera's blurry. She looks pretty clear to me. This is actually I don't broadcast in 4K, but this can record in 4K. I don't want it to, because if it does, you can see every fucking pore and shit on my face, man. Ugh. My weed plants, autos, they go inside if it rains, etc. Let them get the rain. Do it. Let them have rain. Do you know what's in rain? Nitrogen. For real, man. There is nitrogen, trace elements of nitrogen. Outdoor growers know this. Your plants get super green after a fucking rainfall.
I kind of ended up staying up a little later because I was just listening and kind of watching the thunder that I could see from like the windows.
Yeah, we had a silent, essentially. I didn't hear it.
You were just sleeping. You had the fan on and you had the door closed. I could hear it. I could hear it in the tub.
I seen a bunch of it on the cameras. The fucking yard was lighting up. We had a mad thunderstorm last night.
That's what I could hear. Is every time I seen it.
Next time it actually gets aggressive like that, where you can hear it, and it's actually a really wicked thunderstorm that's worth watching, wake me back up.
Okay.
Hey, come check this out, man. We got a fucking...
I kind of just stayed up and had some dabs.
Oh yeah, hell yeah. that chair in the front.
I did not
with
want
the
to go
cats.
outside though.
The chair with the front and the cats. You get that whole bay window by the cat tree. I like sitting there watching thunderstorms. That's a good spot. It's cool, man. Yeah, so tree pollen and stuff, you can do a couple of things. There's a few things you can do to protect this. Number one, if you've got the room, the ability, if it's close enough to your house, put like a mosquito net over the top of your plant. Like drape one from one corner of your house to your garage. Drape one over top, so it's not blocking any sun, but it'll stop some of the wind will go right through it, rain will go right through it, but it'll stop, pine needles and shit. That'll help. I've seen people like just drape a big fucking mosquito net over top of their plant, and the light's still getting through and everything.
At some point, that is pretty good. I like it.
Yeah, I don't. What?
Because we do have a tree that just has lots of freaking pine.
Yeah,
needles.
we kind of did that the first year. I don't like that. But here's the best thing you can do. Just grow it. Just grow it as normal. Shake your tree once in a while. Grab your fucking cannabis plant. Give it a good fucking.
And clean it at the end.
Yep, and then give it a washing at the end. I've got videos on how to wash your cannabis. Lots of videos out there. You don't have to watch mine, but I would prefer that you did. Let me know if you did. If anybody in chat here actually goes and watches my how to wash your bud video. I did a really good video on it. But go check it out, man. And if you did, leave a little comment. Said, yeah, man, I came and checked it out. Cheers. Fish coffee, motherfucking fish coffee.
Imagine if it tastes like fish.
Irish has watched it. And what did you think? Was it good? Informative? Stupid? I don't know. Be honest. Let me know. That's how I improve. And don't be mean on my comment on my videos, everybody. But let me know if you feel that I'm doing something incorrectly, or you feel like maybe this video would be 10,000 times better if I had put a little joke right here. There was a little joke I missed or something. Point that shit out once in a while. That's how I grow as a YouTuber. I want feedback, good and bad. I don't want you just to kiss my ass all the time. But I don't want you fucking being mean to me either. But be real. I like reality, man. I want to know what's up, man. That's a good way to be in life, man. I'll tell you right now.
That would make my nose sting like right here.
What'd you smoke on? Oh yeah, that shit's going crazy, man. That's the shit it's crystallizing up, man. It's crashing.
Yeah, I noticed it has a new terp burn area in my sinus. It's
I like it. It makes my lungs fucking spasm. My lungs don't like it, but my mouth and flavor palate really does. It was a good. The terpenes. It's what happens is that I don't know what happens, but the terpenes hit a volatile point and they start crashing and eating away parts of the material. And in the process, some of the THC can form crystals and can kind of crystallize as the terpenes sort of turn into a solvent. You guys realize terpenes are a solvent. They are.
Lemon.
Turpentine. Think about that. Come on. Terpenes, turpentine. We're not talking fucking rocket science here. That's the truth. Anyway, they will eventually start to eat down and break down its own shatter, which is exactly what's happening here. This was a almost shatter, and it is now buttering up, and it is forming. Yeah, it's clouding up, and it's forming. Its terpene profile is getting really rich. It's getting wet, and its volume is shrinking. It is kind of shrinking a little bit, and crystals are forming inside of it. You get these little salt granules in there, sugar waxes, as a lot of people will call it.
I like sugar waxes.
That's not a bad thing. It's actually a very interesting way of curing. People spend a lot of money to cure their fucking shit to make them crash and start to crystallize like this. It's kind of trippy.
When you move it, you can actually see that weird movement of it.
It was good, informative. I'm a newbie trying to figure things out, and you have been a huge help.
Yay.
Wait a minute, we got one of those. Hey, thank you. And I'm glad that I can make some of these things. Like, Okay, here's the thing. I might not be a scientist. I might not be a fucking teacher. I might not be a know-it-all. But I do have experience. And I try to make stoner-proof information is what I try to do. When I try to actually teach people stuff, I try to teach it from kind of stoner perspectives. Because I'm a big-ass fucking stoner, and I need sometimes things shown to me versus told to me. And so I use a lot of visuals as much as I can. I don't know. I try to do things. But yeah, stoner perspective, baby. Do I have a video on making shatter? Sort of. No. Step by step, no.
It might have to go somewhere else.
Yeah, I might make one of those. I've been thinking about it. I've been thinking about doing it. And I can do it, but I have to put it onto a backup channel. Because it's going to get completely restricted and hit with all the fucking ban hammers and shit.
And I think you just got everything back.
Yeah, and I just got everything back, so it's not going on this channel. It would, if I do it, it will be going on to one of my backup channels, and it will be a Patreon-only video. Because there's no way that thing's making a dime. And I need to, if I'm going to do that kind of a production and take those kinds of risks, I want it to be associated with some kickback, because I've had a lot of people say, dude, I'll teach you, I'll give you $50 if you give me a one-on-one to show me how to make shatter. And I'm like, no, I don't want to do that either. That's weird. I'm like, just give me some time. Let me figure out how I can do a video without getting in too much trouble and make it available for people at a reasonable, you know. And by the way, Patreon members, everybody on Patreon gets access to all of my Patreon exclusive content. I don't care if you're the lowest tier or the God tier, you get access to the same shit. If I make Patreon-only content, it's for all Patreons. And all Patreons get mentioned in my credits at the end of my shows, which this is one of them. And yes, there will be the credits at the end of this one. You are so down to earth, I don't feel like a dumbass after watching. I am a dumbass, so I dumbass enough for you guys so that you guys don't have to dumbass about it. I do all the dumbassing for you, and I do. I didn't mean to fail a lot when I did, but it is good to know. Oh, I had a dab and didn't mark it. But I do kind of like to give you give people sort of my experience is really what it boils down to. I never meant for this channel to be a how-to cannabis. How to do this. This is the science behind it. I don't know the fucking science behind this shit. I actually learned so much from you guys, it's ridiculous. That's why I focus on community. I don't care about numbers. If you guys notice, I want to tell you a real thing that I've been going through for a long time, struggling with my YouTube brain. My views have gone in the shitters since I went full live streams. I used to get thousands and thousands of views, tens of thousands of views on my fucking edited, proper, created videos. I still do on some of them. I get hundreds of views only on my live streams now. People do not like my live streams anywhere near as much. The Korg does.
I'd say
the
not
Korg
the
group
same.
does.
Not the same type of people like.
Yeah, it's different. People don't I think I'm doing nearly a Twitch-style streaming program on YouTube, and YouTube doesn't know how to handle it, and that's the problem.
There is another creator that I've watched that has turned into that. Although she's taken a bit of a dip, but not a huge amount.
Oh, it's destroyed my views.
But it's because she's still doing her edited videos.
But the bottom line is, yeah, I'm still trying to add more into my thing here. I'm still trying to keep them flowing every once in a while. Like try to pop out an edited video every 2 weeks or a couple a month or whatever the case may be.
But I wanted to finish my point.
I know, I need to as well. Okay, go.
And I was going to say that's why I actually stopped watching her as much as a viewer. Which is like another part of like point of it kind of like weird.
But to finish my thought about this, even though all this is happening, and I know how to change it back to get better views, the bottom line is it's never been about the views. It's never been about the money. I do what I do because I like what I do. It is fun. I enjoy streaming.
I've
become absolutely addicted to streaming. That's a bad symbol to be addicted to something, to be fair. But like, just put the streaming in my veins. I don't do those kinds of drugs. I don't do drugs. I smoke weed. I do pharmaceutical drugs because I'm a fucking mangled piece of shit.
I was going to say, I have a few, but that's just like, they help.
But, bottom line is, I feel that the core group of supporters and viewers that I interact with on here, and the way that the community gives feedback and back and forth, and what we've created here with the community involved and the Discord and stuff, and like all of the other things that I've got going on, and it's all starting to kind of merge into this one sort of pool of fucking growers and knowledge and fun and entertainment, and it's cool, man, and I fucking love what it's happening. And I don't think that numbers matter as much as quality. And again, this is what I like to do. This is comfortable for me. I feel like editing is a lot of work, and I don't want to do a lot of work. If I get a fucking editor under my belt one day, then maybe we can do a little bit more edited videos on the side. But for now, I don't make any fucking money. I can't fucking hire an editor. Fuck, I need to fucking make some money at this shit before I can start paying people. But, bottom line is, I still like where it's going. Regardless of my view counts, I still kind of like how this channel has been progressing. Finally able to catch a live. Hello, Pepper.
Hello.
Oh, Prepper. Shit, I thought it said Pepper. I thought it said rural pepper, and I'm like, hey, I like peppers too.
I know.
I'm dyslexic and a terrible speller, so, and I'm not wearing my glasses, and there's a small font over there.
Have you figured out like the number that you use? They do have numbers.
Oh, I'm like right in the middle.
Oh.
I'm like a 2.5 or something.
Oh, I have strong glasses.
What are you at?
I
82.
I don't remember the number.
I don't know how the numbers work at all.
But the material is compressed times 2, not just once.
No,
Twice.
I know that. I don't even know where my glasses are. I thought I saw some here.
I don't think you have any down.
I do.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't see them.
I know. Neither do I.
I've seen some, but the lenses are popped out of those ones.
Yeah, I don't know. They were around here somewhere. Though, okay. The ones with the fucking lenses popped out was from our Cheech and Chong video.
Yes, I did not like that one.
I fucking loved it. I grow peppers as well. Nice. I also grow peppers. I like peppers. I like sweet peppers, and I like some mildly spicy peppers. I don't want to go. I grow some insanely hot peppers, but it's for sauces for other people.
And I don't touch them.
Yeah, it's not for me. I don't want it. I just make sauces out of it and give it away or sell it or whatever. The ring. Yeah, sometimes the ring acts like almost like googly eyes. Like it looks like my pupils, my ring light. I don't like that ring light, to be honest. I thought it seemed like a really good. The camera is right in the middle of the ring light.
I've seen some good ring lights, and that's just because I would think of them, but I have glasses, so I have the same issue.
What it does do is it allows me to not get a shadow when I come up at shit like this, and it should focus. If you give it a second.
It doesn't want to. Nope.
Yeah,
My face out of it.
I know it's trying to see you still. Come on, block out the people behind it, and then you have to focus, right? Nope, it's still focused on us. Well, whatever. You get the idea. It's some nice looking mud there. Oh God, I gotta move my arm back to slope. Oh, there we go. My goodness, take care of your bodies, kids. Yeah. Seriously.
That's like funny. I will say that many times. My mom,
you gotta work out and take care of yourself.
The best advice is self-care, whatever that is. But also
take better
exercise.
care of yourself, man.
Exercise is part of self-care. Some kind. Walk. Go on a hike. I don't know.
Dude, I love the ring light. It's literally style where you see rain in the eyes of the shades.
I can see that shatter perfect. Really?
I see what you're saying. I know what you're saying. I get it. It's just like a but yeah, that's the two. You can see we got two monitors, and then the camera's fucking smuck dabbed in the middle of the two of them, and that's the way my desktop works.
Definitely not a shatter anymore.
No, now it's mud.
As I pull and poke around it, I can see inside.
Well, you can't. Shatter was a term given for a
texture.
level, a texture of extract that snaps and breaks into multiple pieces when you break it. Hence the shatter.
I kind of don't like it.
I don't like shatter either. Give me pull and snap, baby. Pull and snap. Pull and snap. Come on with me in fucking chat here. Pull and snap.
I actually
Fuck
kind
shatter.
of do like butters. I remember when I first started with my little vape, because it was easy and I could not buy a torch and all of that. Those little butter cookies were really easy to just go.
Yes, I like those too. We've all done this. Opened up a flap with some fucking shatter in it. And you're like, yeah, there's like a big chunk, and you go to break it, and then it like breaks and explodes and sends pieces all like, it just goes, and you're like, oh fuck, and those little pieces they
For me,
explode.
I literally see like little dollar signs that I could have dabbed away, and I'm like, ah!
It's especially bad in shatters with micro bubbles in it. Because there's weak points everywhere, and once one thing snaps, it sort of causes some chain reactions sometimes. Ugh. I got a question about breeding an autoflower. If I spray the plant with colloidal silver, will I get feminized seeds, or will they be regular? Feminized. Also, don't waste the colloidal silver on...
They're kind of weird.
Yeah, don't waste the colloidal silver on the whole plant. Pick a very nice bud, like one arm or something, and just spray that every day, twice a day for 2 weeks, and it will turn into a male, and you'll have one arm that is loaded. You have no idea how much pollen is in one fucking arm. Then you can do two things. You can flick it on the plant itself and self-seed, if that's a good strain. If it was a good strain and a good pheno of it, you can self-seed it, plus collect pollen and then pollenize other shit with it.
I was gonna say, if you could get a good focal point for like a slow-mo.
I have one. I should have filmed it in higher resolution.
I was gonna say, I can't remember it.
I'll film it.
Maybe you didn't show me.
I'll film it in UHD 60 frames a second this time.
Oh.
So 4K, 60 frames a second.
Because I'm like, I think I just don't know about it then.
Okay, let's find it.
I'm also quite working at the moment.
Pollen in 4K. Now the video is rendered in 4K, and I think I might have filmed it in 4K. I got to do better with it this next time. I'm gonna pull it up, and there's a way here. How do I do this?
I was also gonna say, like, putting it on like more of your platforms like Instagram, because that's where a lot of those little short things.
This isn't a short. It's 2 minutes long. It's too big for a short.
That's why I meant like a little slow-mo like action of which.
Okay, folks, here we go. Showtime, showtime. It's motherfucking showtime. Hold on a second. That's kind of got a weird. Sure. Oh, I see why. Okay, that's fine. Here we go. Here you go, honey. Watch this. Here you go. So this is the male plant I did. Watch this little flick I do, and you just see it go poof. Look at that pollen coming off.
Okay.
Look at that cloud going into the air. Oh my god, that was so bad. I had to go and spray my whole basement with water. I had a sprayer, a water sprayer, and I just nuked my whole basement. Look at that pollen cloud. Ah, that's so scary. But that's some of that CBD cheese pollen. And then you spray fucking all over the fucking basement with that. Get down, you dirty pollen. But all the pollen that stayed in there, man, there was definitely look at that. Look at those clouds. This is technically 4K, is it not? HD.
Oh, like partway.
Hold on. Now it's like 4K.
Funny how almost everything will have an issue where it's like.
Oh my goodness.
No!
It's too much. Yeah, it is having a hard time. Rub it in, baby. Okay, we can't do 4K. Apparently my computer, let's go back 1080p, baby. Freaking out. So you can see all the pods there, and I just sort of mushed all the pods with my hand. And then I cleaned it out prior to this, and look at all that. There's definitely a little bit of like, you know, CBD, or not CBD, like THC powder and whatnot in there from my crystals from the plant. But that was really light material. That was very much like a pollen. And I filled myself a vial like this, and away she goes in the fridge. And I've got pollen from both parents. And then I soaked the bastards down and put them in the garden, put them in their own baggie so I could move them to the house. Fuck you. Alright. There we go. There we go. Woo. Fun little viewing there. And that's, you know, the best part is I'm not going to get copyright striked for that because that's my own video. Winter, hello. Look who dragged himself to dry land. Hello, good sir. Well, I think it's dab time. Dab time. Motherfucking dab time.
I now like playing with this.
I can try to do that kind of a video again with more pollen like that. Try to see if I can do some actual 4K footage. Let's see if I can get some ultra
I guess
UHD
what I meant
4K
is like
footage.
when you're actually pollinating your lady with like the
Well, I need to get a big portable background thing for that, I think, to be able to black off the background so that it has a high contrast. Everything else will be bright light in there, but it'll have some high contrast black. I need to get like some muslin cotton black cloth has no reflective quality on it, and it's probably my best bet. It's what you use for, it's what this green screen is. They don't reflect light very well. They really are dull and soft. So I just get basically a green screen, but a black screen.
It's kind of funny how the kitties were in here for about the first 10 minutes. They're like, yay! And they're like, nope. Took too long.
Hiya!
Any plans for another Rust stream?
Oh,
in the
absolutely. I love Rust.
Yes.
Yeah. I just wanted a couple days break from Rust. I just had like a big fucking, we had this big peak. We did this big fucking castle on this, well, not a castle, but it's the biggest castle I've ever had on a fucking server. And I just played really hard for a couple of days, and I needed to take a break because I find Rust very addicting, and I need to pace myself a little bit. And I wanted to try something new for a little bit. But I will absolutely be playing some Rust this week. You better believe it. I'd like to maybe play one more sesh of that fucking space game that I'm playing. But I don't know if anybody... Well, I know, I can tell you right now, people don't like watching that. There's a few people that do, but for the most part, it wasn't a popular one. Also, that brand new Arc map came out today, and Bunny has been bugging me to play, and I can stream from my computer, and she can join us with a headset. I do got you a headset for it, so you can at least say hello when you're close to me and stuff. I can't hear you from a distance, but... So you only have to put it on or something, or like just grab it like when you're near me and go like, "Hey," blah, 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 or whatever you want. But we have it, and we've tested this in the past, and it worked. So we can absolutely do it again. It's something I'm gonna do soon. I've been out trying on RP server. It's a nice change of pace from the norm. Hell yeah, dude! I like a good RP server. It's it allows you to build, kind of test things, and just feel the game without fear of getting your path stopped. Because that's what happens in Rust. Doesn't matter. You go do something, you get something, and then you 50-50, you're going to get it home, or you're going to die, or you're going to have to fight for it. And that's awesome. But, like, sometimes, I think I took the correct path for the way I play, is I played on, like, roleplay servers first, got a real feel of how to build and how the game mechanics worked and stuff, and then I started playing on a PvE server for a while, and started going after all these zombies and starting to figure out how the guns felt. And then once the guns felt comfortable, then I moved on to, I've gone back into PvP. And I'll bounce around back. I love me some roleplay servers. I will absolutely do a roleplay sesh again. I like PvE. I liked those. That server I found with all those massive amounts of zombies was a lot of fun. I liked it. And now that I am more comfortable with guns and know new things, I can do better with it. And I got a buddy that I've been teaming up with a little bit lately, and that's kind of good. Can you use DE, diatomaceous earth, by the way, on the top of Gordon for gnats? I'm assuming you mean garden for gnat flies. Yes, you can. It's a little bit of a scorched earth method. Understand, if you are doing a super healthy, organic, top dressing with lots of biological good stuff in there, you need to get a little bit more and you won't get gnat flies. But if you do this, it will kind of kill off a little layer of your soil. A little top layer of your soil will become kind of a dead zone for any bacteria, some bacterias, and like life will go in there and die. But that's kind of what you want. Get yourself, if you can really get it, the easiest way to put down minimal amounts of diatomaceous earth and have it be super effective is get one of those DE puffers. It's a little tiny accordion with a little sprout out the side. And you put some diatomaceous earth in there, and then you go like this. Boop, 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 boop. And it shoots this little clouds out of like clouds of this diatomaceous earth. Fucking cover your fucking mouth when you're doing this shit. But do some little puffs on the top of the fucking soil, and you will nuke any bugs that are running around, and you will lightly top dress everything. Do a couple of good puffs like that, and that'll do that a couple times, and you'll see a major drop in your shit. Turn off the fans for a little bit, let that shit settle. That's my suggestion on that. But yes, it works fine. Can you set up a slow-mo camera and spray colloidal silver so I can watch? I don't have a slow-mo camera. I'm trying to figure out ways to... This camera can record in this phone can record in 4K 60 frames a second. And I can kind of slow that down. 60 frames a second is not very slow-mo, though, I'll tell you right now. 60 frames down to 30 frames a second is only half speed. Anything past that, it starts looking jitty. Yeah, a slow-mo camera one day would be kind of nice, but I can't think of a whole lot of use. And a true camera that can do proper, like, couple of 100 frames a second or more, ain't cheap, man. I can do a fairly close one. I can do a fake slow-mo one. You have to keep the fan away. Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah, whenever I'm feeding anything, top dressing or powders or anything like that, man, you turn all the fans off. You shut your fans off. You can keep exhausts going, but turn any circulation fans off so there's no air blowing around, for sure. 100%.
There's a bear can now. I don't know where he is now. Oh no, he's still behind me.
Okay. I think I'm going to have one more dab.
Me too. I do think I need to refill my torch. It's okay. It's not the worst. But at some point it's going to turn into that.
It's in rocks in your lava Weird. Yeah, I don't know what to do about that. Diatomaceous earth in lava rock wouldn't... I mean, it'll work a little bit, but they're living in the holes of those lava rocks, and that's not the same as dirt. That's different.
Oh, he's talking about long exposure where you can watch it grow.
Oh, time lapse. You're talking time lapse then. And yes, I can do that. I have time lapse cameras. I gotta have a small dab of this shit that kicks my ass, but it is delicious. Oh, it is really richened though.
Yes.
It has really gotten into like, it almost tastes like a live resin now.
Yes.
It's got that kind of funky flavor to it. It's good. I
was gonna say,
I gotta have small dabs of that.
It reminds me of the White Widow, and I think that lemony taste that I get sometimes.
Hey, in 8 minutes, it's gonna be 420 for like Alaska and shit.
Alaska.
Yeah, I think I could stick around for that, and then I'll go. We're at about an hour now, aren't we? Yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna say I'm like. About
we started at 10
like,
minutes to 7 or to 420, and it's right about that now. So yeah, good. Well, yes. Oh, I know what you're saying. Yeah. The fucking plants jiggle if you have fans on them too much. Well, here's the problem. I'm not going to sacrifice my plant's health for a better quality video. Because it's not...
I like the plants.
But there's ways that you can get less direct wind, or you can kind of blow wind more at the bottom stuff. And see, here's the thing. I'm going to use fans no matter what. They have to be there. It's part of the fucking thing. It's part of what strengthens a plant, is having a little bit of a, every once in a while, strengthens it so it stops flowing over. It's like, I don't like that. I'm going to fucking strengthen up my core a little bit. Work up my core so that I can't get pushed over. Ha-ha. And then when the wind comes at them, it doesn't push them. And they're like, yeah, fuck you, wind. And that's how you make stronger cores. So that's a truth. That's absolutely truth. But
and that's why you like do want to like not wait too long in some transplanting, but that's like real life.
I mean, I could maybe do a video one day where I plant a plant with the intent of just a time-lapse photography on it or something like that. I might actually try to use one of those small tents, like that little MARSHYDRO one I got. And maybe I'll black off the back wall. Hold on, let me finish. Black off the back wall, and I'll do a black background time-lapse of a single plant and not have direct wind so that you can actually see the plant do that perfect growth motion. Because I know what you're talking about, and that's how you get that, is you can't have direct airflow on them. Sorry, go on.
Didn't you use neem oil?
Yes. So what were we saying about neem oil? Is neem oil good? I just top dressed with DE. Neem oil is more for the undersides of the plant. And I guess a little bit to the top too. You don't want to go too much. Definitely only in veg. Never use neem oil into flower. Do not. But neem oil, you emulsify it with a bit of soap. Use warm water. It works better. A little bit of soap. Shake the piss out of it. It'll emulsify and become like this milk. And then you can spray it all over the plant. Spray it on the underneath. That's really where bugs hide. You really want to get the underneath of everything on that plant. And get the top. Get it all while you're there. Dr. Zymes works good too. Yep. Yeah, IPM sprays. There's a whole bunch of friendly, organic-y friendly sprays. Dr. Zymes, we can't get that in Canada, unfortunately. And a lot of countries outside of the U.S. can't get their hands on Dr. Zymes. But that is some good shit. I actually had a friend ship me some for a Christmas present recently. So I got a bottle of that Zymes, actually. So I do use Zymes currently, because I have it. Yeah. Is it normal for buds to be a little smaller in day 40 plus? 40 of flower? Or 40 in total? And are you talking photos or autoflowers? And it all matters on genetics, man. I'll kind of answer that before you answer any of that. It all matters on genetics. If If your plant looks like it's underperforming, maybe it is underperforming. Maybe your lights suck. Maybe your feed sucks. Maybe your temperature sucks. Maybe the plant sucks. Something's got to suck. If it ain't doing good, something's sucking.
It's such an itty bitty plant.
Need some fuel. Here, pass it over. I'll fuel you up.
I didn't think it'd die that fast. Careful using oil-based sprays during flower.
Yeah.
And make sure you turn the lights way down.
Yep. Yeah, it's a good thing to do sort of at dusk so that it has like all night to soak in to the plant before like the sun gets on it. And yeah, he's absolutely right. Putting an oil slick over the leaf of the plant in midday, even in a tent scenario with like artificial lights, can kind of magnify the light and kind of cook your plants a little bit.
Did we ever
Yeah,
have fungus
that's true.
gnats? What did we have last year?
Zeta and I are about to head to the shores of gold for the very first time. Aye. Well, sail the fogs carefully and steadfast, my friends, and be prepared for the giantest puzzle you ever did fucking see. Good luck. It's huge. But the payoff, the final boss, is fun as shit. Enjoy.
I'm hungry. I want a burger.
Burger?
Yeah.
Man, I don't want to go anywhere. We could maybe do that, but I don't want to go anywhere. Maybe we can, I don't want to make burgers. We got to buy burger patties.
Well, I want ones that don't
Or
taste
something.
like...
I mean, we can make burger patties. We got fucking meat and bread.
I was just going to say, I don't want it to taste like meatloaf.
Yeah, I know.
A lot of pre-made patties to me tend to taste like meatloaf. And I don't like meatloaf.
If you got a fungal disease, brown spots, can you keep the bud if the plant lasts until harvest? Cut off any mold you see. If you get fungus, if you get mold, cut that shit off. You can spray with hydrogen peroxide. You can spray a plant with a little bit of hydrogen peroxide because it'll off gas, and it's basically like a very diluted form of bleach is basically what a hydrogen peroxide is. So that'll kind of kill off some fungal stuff if you get it in the right stages, if it's on leaves and stuff. If it's in the bud, cut that bud right off. Harvest it. If it spreads, cut that whole fucking branch off. Get rid of it. It's worth it. If it saves the rest of the plant, do it. And if it's in your plant, it's kind of toast, my friend. Don't smoke mold. Don't smoke fungus. If it's in there, man, you're doomed. If you, like I said, if you can cut it off, if it's localized and it's just on one arm or something because it was, pushing up against the side of the tent or whatever, you can sometimes cut that shit off. But be careful. Hydrogen peroxide spray is 3 parts water to 1 part hydrogen peroxide. Depending on the strength of the hydrogen peroxide, that's true. You can buy hydrogen peroxide in very strong concentrates. Careful if... Google what kind of concentrates you're using. Most people, I'm assuming, are just going to use the bottled stuff that you buy at the store in the little brown bottles from the hardware store, not the hardware store, the pharmacy. And if that's the case, then yes. Okay. Now, that's an interesting question you said about what should your humidity be in flower stage. That's actually something I've been learning a lot about lately, and I've been reading up on it because a couple of people in my Discord have been hounding me about VPD. I don't even know what the fucking acronym stands for. Somebody in chat fucking tell me what that means. VPD. It is apparently the ratio, the chart between temperature and humidity versus light intensity to create a balance of where your plant is in the perfect warmth and humidity conditions.
Vapor pressure density.
Thank you. And apparently we did it. We did a little test on my 8x4. I gave my boy the conditions of that. We looked it up on a chart, and he's like, "Dude, are your plants praying?" And I said, "Yes, they're all praying. They're all like," and he's like, "Yeah, they're kind of like right in the butter zone." So I didn't even know it, but they're right in the butter zone.
And we've had our plants do that, which means that at least they've been...
Look it up. A VPD chart It's actually an easier... There's a lot to it if you want to get into it. If you want to start looking at leaf temperature, you can get an infrared sensor, infrared gun, and you could really start honing that shit in. But basically, you can just look at the chart, look at your levels of temperature and humidity, and you can kind of dial it in with pretty close with just that alone. Yeah, I would say under 60 for sure is probably the sweet spot during flower. You don't want to go below 40 at all, like ever.
Smoke weed every day.
Hey, welcome, Kim. Usually, like honestly, 50% seems to be the sweet spot the whole way. If you can keep your plants at around a 50% base all the time, that might go up a little bit when you water or go down a little bit when you need to water, but at a 50% base is probably a really good baseline to just strive to hit that the whole way, and you should do okay. They do like a little bit more in veg. You can spray them if you only got 50%. Just spray your plants once a day or something.
Eat all your food.
You'll do okay.
Hi. Big long belly.
Yeah, 40% is too low. I'd say 40% is too low unless that's, that's all you got. That's all spray your plants. If you're doing 40%, man, spray those bitches twice a day. Lightly. And not during flower. During flower, you kind of, don't do that during flower.
Not over 60, around 50.
Yeah. Seems to be. I like that all of chat is pretty much in agreement with this like little bit of a window. It's like between 60 and about 45 is like your butter zone. That 50% or 15%, pardon me, little window is your butter zone. Anywhere in there, and you're doing okay. Again, you can always dial it in better, but sometimes conditions make it hard to dial that in just a little bit. Like adjust your temperature just a bit. I'll tell you right now, you know who makes it really easy to dial your temperatures in? Or easier? ACINFINITY. Those fucking new monitors that they got.
I was gonna say,
that do
I
the
think
temperature and humidity.
That's really good at that.
Yeah, I do, man. Those temperature and humidity fucking things from ACMPR, man. Ooh, doggy. Use my code, CANNABEARD. Yeah, ACMPR got those fucking... Usually just get their sensors, man, but like it hooks up to their vent systems and shit, so it can all like... If it gets too moist, it'll fucking evacuate. If it gets too hot, it'll evacuate, There's ways you can kind of set it up if it's too high or too low, and you can set up multiples so that like if it gets too low, it can actually suck. You can set up something else to suck air or push air, into your tent if it gets too low on something so that it balances things out or whatever. I don't know, whatever. There's a lot you can do with those fucking things. They're amazing. Hello, kitty. Here, damn it. I'm going to pick you up, my big old kitty. Oh, my God, he's so big now.
He is big.
Hi, buddy. This is our Canna kitty. He is a big boy now. It took us a while to like realize how big he was, because you don't see how big your kids or whatever your pets are getting, because you see them every fucking day, all day. They look the same size as they've been for the past forever. But no way, man. This guy's a beast. Look at him. I mean, he's not fat at all. He's a trim boy, but he's a big cat. Hey, buddy. And he's a big smush. We've created this cat that is like, well, we'd create the cat, but we adopted him and just snuggled the fuck out of him, and as a result, he's a big cuddle bug, man. Because
when we left him for a week, it
was
really, really weird, and it was about day 3 or 4 where he's just like, okay, I miss it. I'll accept the new person. And cats are kind of slow to accept new people.
Okay, cat. You want to go see Mom? Get down there, you big marble. He doesn't shed very much, thankfully. I mean, honestly, yeah, I've got a little bit of hair on me, but I mean, he has cat hair. He's a cat. But he does not shed like
long
a lot
hair.
Of cats do. Yeah, a lot of cats are very sheddy. He's not a shedder.
I almost landed on one of those like Norwegian forest cats or whatever the hell they are. where he looked like those long coat that you were used to.
Drops to mids. Ooh. Are you talking humidity or temperatures? If your temperatures are hitting that, that's fine. If your humidity is hitting 70s at night, you need to get a dehumidifier. That's probably the only thing you can do is get a dehumidifier and have it set up on a timer all by itself to turn on at nighttime when your lights are out. Have it correlated with your lights out. Yeah, that's way too.
Harmed, not harmed.
Yeah.
Harmed. Okay.
Yeah, that's stressful. That's way too humid. If you can help it. In a tent scenario, like in the wild outside at nighttime, it's different because there's so much airflow that happens, and they're not being that kind of humidity is like it's outdoor humidity and tent humidity are two different fucking animals, because tent humidity builds up and sticks to walls and like is really condensed in the air, whereas like outside there's so much airflow and movement. It might be 70, 90 relative humidity out, but it's not like your plant's dripping. It's not sweating your plant like it would in a tent. It's about, I guess about condensing or whatever. I don't know. Airflow, man. Airflow, and get a fucking dehumidifier if you're running that kind of, that lights out if the humidity's spiking past 60 like that.
Yeah, you actually had...
I mean, assuming you were saying, sorry.
You haven't had much loss of control. You were more like, I think our first two, I remember, like, we helicoptered, but they were really, really, really yummy.
Fucking licking my boots. Stop it! My cat has this weird thing he does, and I try to stop him doing it all the time. I don't know what the fuck he's doing. He licks my boots. The bottom of my rubber boots, he licks them. Anytime I go outside in the garden and I walk around, I get a little bit of soil on there. He licks my boots.
Too.
Why the fuck are my cats licking? Where are they licking our boots?
I actually
get away from the boot.
Remembered that.
Get out of here, you boot licker. You fucking boot licker. You fucking weirdo. That's okay, because one of my old cats was called the pizza licker. Oh my god. I had a cat once a long time ago. Can't I stop doing that? God damn it. Okay, we gotta go and take care of our child. But I had a cat a long time ago that we opened up pizza, and we opened it up to like cool it down for a second. We went into the next room to grab Pop and came back out, and the cat was standing 2 front feet in the pizza licking a slice like blah, 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 blah. We were like, Spider, you little son of a bitch! And he fucking jumped and skidded and like kicked pizza everywhere, knocking the pizza on the floor, and then ran. And then was like licking his paws all day because he was covered in pizza grease. I was like, you fucking pizza licker. We called him pizza licker as an insult for years after that. Oh god, it was funny. Like, god damn it, he ruined our pizza, and we called, get away from me, you little pizza licker. You know? No, I loved that cat with all my heart. He was my buddy. He was my boy. Me and that cat were buddies. But god damn it.
The only moment I had with him was when he gave me bangs.
Okay, one more dab, and then we'll go. This has been a long episode for being a late episode.
Okay, because I have the worst pasties ever, and I'm hungry.
You got a drink right there.
I'm hungry.
Yeah, I know. Let's go again. I didn't have breakfast or lunch or anything today. I slept in till like fucking 2 o'clock. I was not feeling well, and I woke up and was like feeling ill. So yeah, I wasn't hungry at all. But I'm starting to get there now. We better eat soon, or we're gonna start feeling sick from being hungry.
I didn't save leftovers, but I had leftovers.
Yeah, that would have been good. Oh well.
I almost want to just order a pizza. I do like their fries and chicken though. I should have washed my face.
Yeah, get a good dehumidifier, man.
Yep.
Yeah. Get a really good one. Get a couple of them. I grew in one of my rooms, and I got one for the room.
I think your big mistake was that one time that you were switching the types of nutrients you were using so often that you couldn't get like a hang of that learning curve, because it was like, no, that was that one.
I kept doing things different for the show. I started doing things different every single episode. I started not every episode, but every grow season I would try a new product. It was cool, it was fun, but I didn't know enough about growing. I wasn't a good enough grower to do that. And the reality was, I was just fucking up all over the place. And I was like, oh no, what am I doing? I haven't had a good grow in like a year almost. It was a bad learning curve. And I kind of realized what I was doing. And I said, okay, what's my favorite? What's my favorite, even like my top 2 favorite nutrient lines? And I'll tell you right now, GAIAGREEN and Emerald Harvest. Top 2, 100%. I use this stuff in the house because it doesn't stink like shit. And it's easy to work with because it's liquid. You just pour it in water and then feed the plant. I kind of like it. It's fucking no-brainer and it smells good. I like this stuff.
Oh! Ooh, is this the one that has all the other artwork stuff?
Yeah.
Ooh,
This is the tea stuff, the goddess. I like this shirt.
I've seen a whole
but Emerald Harvest gives me GAIAGREEN gives me really, really, really good organic, pure organic outdoor living soil results. Really good. It's been working very well as a top dressing for my living soil beds, and they fucking love it. And everything outdoor and vegetable that I've touched with GAIAGREEN fucking explodes. So I use GAIAGREEN outdoor. It's a bit stinky and a bit harder to use, but my outdoor / garage grow. My grow garage is all GAIAGREEN and living soil, and my greenhouse is all like organic and living soil. Not all of it's living soil, but
my garden and my flowers like it though.
Okay, I got a dab there. I'm taking it. I'm close. I closed the gap a little bit. Yeah, I don't know how. Be careful with any of by putting any dots, periods beside things, because then it thinks it's a link. If you put a period and then a letter, so it's like letter, period, letter. If you accidentally forget that space between a period, which I've done because I'm fucking a terrible speller and terrible typer, it thinks it's a link and it'll block the whole fucking sentence. And you're like, what? They got good filters, but they're sensitive sometimes. But they're pretty good filters. Yeah, I have no idea what the heck you're talking about exactly either. You're definitely confusing the heck out of me. Anyway, that's about all I got for today. Folks, we got to go make some food. My wife's hungry, so I'm going to go feed her. I'm going to feed my own belly, too, because I'm hungry, too. Thank you for hanging out. Happy Sunday. Sorry about the super late episode today. I will not be on Twitch tonight, but I will probably be on Twitch tomorrow. Almost definitely I'll be doing some sort of a wake and bake thing. If the weather permits, I might do it outside. If not, I might just do it inside tomorrow. Depends.
It was so rainy.
Yeah, it depends on what time I wake up to, man. I don't know. I had a weird-ass fucking sleep last night, so hopefully I can get a better one tonight. I might have to start weaning myself off that medication and then tell my doctor I need something that doesn't make me sweat, because that thing's bullshit. Anyway, I can Princess wave goodbye, and I'll see y'all soon. Don't forget to join the membership if you want to be blown smoke on by Dabzilla. Bye.